Alright everybody, we're going to do some testing on the Polymega here today about upgrading your micro SD cards. So I started installing games onto a 512 gig micro SD card, so this is technically a downgrade video for my example, but hopefully the principle is the same regardless. So I went ahead and removed my micro SD card from the Polymega system, and I had a number of games installed to it, one of which being Panzer Dragoon 2 here. So you can see that it has the disk size there, which means that the game is registered as installed, but if I try to play it now, it tells me to insert the game media to continue because it cannot find that installation file. So going into my system storage, you can see that I have inserted in a 128 gig micro SD card. This does not have any of my Polymega files on it right now. This is actually the SD card I use for my Xbox Series X emulation tutorials, but there's enough space on it that I should be able to copy all of my Polymega files over to it and see if they will boot from it. So let's give it a shot, see what happens. So first things first, I'm just going to eject it from the Polymega. Now over on my computer, I have my Polymega micro SD card I typically use right here. It has my patches, my BIOS files, and my user data, which is all of my installed games. So there's a number of them here. And altogether they equal about 15 gigs. So I'm just going to copy all of this stuff onto my desktop real quick. And we'll just go ahead and fast forward this part of the video till the copying is done. Alright, so those finished copying over, so now I'm just going to insert in that 128 gig micro SD card. Again, this is a proof of concept test rather than an upgrade because obviously I'm reducing my space here, but we want to see if the process works. So again, this is the micro SD card I use on my Xbox Series X for my emulation tutorials. So there's a bunch of stuff already in there, but we're just going to copy all this over real quick and see if it will still work. And we're going to skip ahead again here so we don't have to wait for the copying. Alright, so those have finished copying over to the micro SD card. I'm going to try one more thing here and actually see if we could transfer these installs between device types. Now I'm going to plug in a USB hard drive. And I'm going to copy all these folders over to that as well. And again, we'll skip ahead here. Alright, now that both of those have finished copying over, let's go ahead and give this a test. Alright, let's try out the micro SD card first. So back in Panzer Dragoon 2 here, I'm going to try to play it. And it loads up like it normally does from the micro SD card I use. So there we go, we can transfer our installed games between micro SD cards. Now, I'm going to remove this micro SD card again here real quick. And I'm going to try to load this game up from a USB drive. And there we go, now it's detecting my 1 terabyte external hard drive. Now going back into Panzer Dragoon 2, we'll see if it boots from that. And yes, it is. So you are able to transfer games back and forth between USB drives and the micro SD card as you see fit for your storage needs. So, hope you found this video useful. The results are interesting to say the least. I'm glad that we are able to transfer things super easily between storage devices. And it's good to know that upgrading storage devices to bigger sizes will not be an issue. But I think that's going to do it for this one. So as always, thank you all so much for watching. Really means the world to us that you support our channel. And things have just gone so insanely well this year thanks to each and every one of you. But I do have a couple of huge favors to ask of you now. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like or dislike button, just depending on how much you like today's video. And if you haven't done so already, hit that sub button so you can see when new videos go live on the channel. Lots more Polymega content coming your way, as well as my assortment of normal video production type things. For anyone who might be interested in helping support the channel further, you can also check out that join button here on YouTube or the Patreon link in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Little goes a long way to keeping this place up and running, and we're super grateful to all of our champions who have done so. Thank you for believing in what we do. Y'all are such rock stars. But that's going to do it for this one. So until next time, my wonderful internet peeps, you all stay awesome, and we will see you back next video.